Today is the launch of ZornerCards.com. My name is Mike. Appreciate you checking out the video. I am in my home office. I work here every day. I have a remote job. And recently, I've gotten back into Pokemon cards. I think a lot of people have. I think there's a reason that it's a bull market, and I don't think it's just supply. That might be a hot take, but it's all over my feed. Social media, TikTok, Instagram. My sister's telling me about it. I got friends that are talking to me about Pokemon for the first time. Not just since 2020, the last time that it seemed to be everywhere in my life, but really in the last time that I can remember. Been a fan of Pokemon for a long time. I mean, I remember on my birthday back in 1998, 99, getting Game Boy Color, Pokemon Red. It was the only game I had probably for 2 years because I didn't care to play anything else. I might have gotten Pokemon Yellow at some point. And I've just been dabbling in and out with the game, and I think a lot of people my age are kind of falling into a category of, kids coming around soon maybe and having a potential reconnection, reignition of the Pokemon franchise in their lives, and it's just been plain fun. I mean, I've been watching Deep Pocket Monster do every single episode of Should I Open It or Keep It Sealed? My wife and I watch every single one of those every night. It's like a ritual for us. And I've just been going through the process of grabbing Pokemon cards here and there wherever I can. I went up to my parents' house, and surprisingly, they had a whole bunch of stuff left over from all the times that they've moved since I left the house. I hadn't even gotten to go through it back during the 2020 era just because they had everything packed away and they were living in a different town than me, so it didn't really make sense to go through what I certainly thought was going to be a whole bunch of bulk. But we've got some pretty nice stuff there so far. Set a few aside to get graded, so pretty excited about that. And as I've been going through the process of kind of getting back into Pokemon, I found myself struggling to find cards, find packs. I should say that. Find packs, sealed packages of Pokemon, whether it's boxes, ETBs, booster packs, whatever it is, at Target, Best Buy, Walmart. There's some stuff here and there. I got lucky on my first day going out and looking. I found a prismatic ETB, and I kind of ripped it right away. I got home, and I think I looked up the price of what it was online because I hadn't really been paying too much attention to Prismatic's launch. And I was like, oh, I just ripped something that was like 2 times as valuable as what I paid for it. No big hits, unfortunately. No Sunbreon. Would have been a good comeback story to the hobby. But it's kind of led me down a rabbit hole of looking more and more into the different YouTubers, kind of reconnecting with some previous videos that I'd watched in the past, talking about the industry, talking about sealed collections. And I've full bore back into paying attention to Pokemon. And kind of a coincidence, I launched my site on the day of Pokemon Day, but getting this YouTube channel going, as you can see, it's, bare bones. I don't have a ring light camera on. I got the blinding Arizona sun coming in through the window here, and a whole bunch of hats. I got no background. I got no fancy stuff to show you. No PSA 10s laying around. Just wanted to get on here and make my first video, talk to you guys about who I am, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and what my website, Zorner Cards, is. Like I said, my name is Mike. If you're still watching the video this far in, I appreciate it, and I'll tell you what my plans are. I just found my way struggling into getting any English cards really anywhere for any price that wasn't market rate. And I don't think there's a problem with having a market rate. I just know that for myself, when it comes to the chase cards, I know what the odds are that I'm going to get the exact card that I want. I'd rather just pay to buy that card. Love ripping, but with the expectation of wanting a specific card, especially looking at you, Prismatic Evolutions. I mean, these pull rates are tough, and then getting an individual card rate is just bananas. So, for me, I'm going after a single card. I want that card, but if I have the opportunity to, I'm looking elsewhere, and I'm not tied to the English language cards by any means. I think the artwork is beautiful on a whole bunch of these different, Japanese, Chinese, Korean. I've been hearing more and more about the Thai cards, and really any of these exclusives from the international community as far as Pokemon goes. I think it's just great. If the artwork's good, I'm looking at it from a collector standpoint, from an investment standpoint. I think that's all great. And so where I've been is struggling with finding cards in the first place, and I still wanted to be able to open packs. I still wanted to be able to connect with friends and share that experience, right? I don't like to sit and just rip a pack by myself. It's the same as anything. You're playing poker, you want to play with your friends, you're not playing against the computer. If you're really doing anything that's community driven in the first place, like Pokemon is, you're trying to be a part of that community. And so whether that's me tuning in just to watch a rip and ship live to share some of the hype that goes along with that, or watching YouTube content of what the upcoming sets are, and seeing some of the product reveals for that from some of my favorite YouTubers, I think that I just wanted to join in and be a part of that. And so I started looking into where can I get international cards, and I kind of found myself luckily stumbling into a good relationship with a Japanese distributor. I've got my first shipment just came in. I've posted some videos of that. My first shipment came in earlier this week. Small shipment just to test it out. Nothing crazy. But I got some Journey Together. Put in another order that should be here next week. I have another distributor that I've actually gotten an order from. I got some cards that came in recently. I think yesterday I got a new box that came in, and I got quite a few cards that, or I should say packs that came out of that. Just different types, because I was like, let's get a smorgasbord and dive in to Japanese cards. Start looking at some of that stuff. And as I was going through this process of obtaining these relationships in the first place, I was like, I know there's plenty of places here in the United States that you can just go and buy the international cards, and that there's no shortage of popular YouTubers, famous content creators, websites that you're gonna get a good, reliable product from, and I've bought from them. And as I started doing this more wholesale route, where I was getting stuff directly from the Japanese distributors, I wanted to kind of join in and allow myself the ability to sell those cards and do what I was able to do for myself, but provide that service for other people as a business. So I opened my website, Zorner Cards, and specifically, I opened it as a way of saying, hey, I trust myself, right? I think that I'm going to put myself out there as someone who is trustworthy. So I'd like to be that trustworthy source for somebody who maybe isn't going to be ordering bulk from Japan and doesn't have the ability to feel comfortable ponying up a whole bunch of cash and putting it directly into somebody else's bank account that they've never met before. That's more along the lines of maybe I want to pack here and there, or I'd like to buy a box and then, when it gets here that weekend, open it up with friends, family, do a rip for my social media, whatever that may be for you. I think that I would enjoy being someone that, gets to supply that for you guys. I come from a retail background of, I worked in the service industry. I worked for a company called Dutch Bros Coffee. If you're familiar, you know that pretty much everything they're trying to do there is get you to be part of the family. They want you to, come in, experience the coffee through the lens of let's all get to know each other and really join in that community that is the Dutch Bros community, right? You get to know the workers get to know you. Very different vibe than something like a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts kind of a thing, where it's like, hey, I'm just here to get my my thing and I'm leaving. And that's kind of the way that I always viewed some of the retailers, Target, Walmart. It's like they don't care what you're buying. You're going in there and you're hoping that they have something that you want, and then you're on your way out the door. And I think that there's just too much community involved with the Pokemon, with Pokemon as a community. There's too much community involved to just have that transactional element and not have really that face that gets put to, I'm buying my cards from Mike at Zorner Cards, or I'm buying, buy cards from my local card shop, and I know the owner, or I know the people that work there, and I enjoy being able to take place in that community and support a business that, cares about me in the long run. And so I think that for me, that's really my goal with not just creating the website and being able to sell the cards, but also creating YouTube channel and having an Instagram and a TikTok and being able to share my experience as a business owner, part of the community, supplier, whatever you want to say, scalper, and now I can put that in as one of the words that's going to get this video picked up by the algorithm. But I think what goes along with all of that is for me to say this: why does the world need another U.S.-based Japanese wholesaler? Why do I need to exist in the market? Isn't there another website that you can go to that's just going to have exactly what I'm offering at maybe the same price, better price, faster shipping times? There's always going to be that level of competition that exists, and I'm here to say I don't exactly know what the answer is for that. I don't think that I'm coming here to tell you that I have the best price, or I have the fastest delivery, or I'm going to bubble wrap everything so much and it's going to take you an hour to open. That's how safe and secure your product's going to be. Certainly, all of those things are what I'm striving for. I want to be able to deliver things fast. I want to be able to have the price points that make sense. I want to obviously deliver quality product in a safe manner. But I think that more so than anything is I just want to put a face to it. I want to put my face to the Pokemon community and say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I think. And this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. That there's not this idea of I have to have the biggest this, or I have to be the best that. And that's why you need to buy from me. I think that there's a possibility that 6 months from now, this YouTube account is a relic, and I'm not posting anymore, and my website is just trickling away as I'm getting rid of whatever inventory I have left, and then I'm going to kind of fade into the darkness, and 3 people of you are going to remember me, and 2 of them are going to be my dogs, and that's about it. That's a real possibility. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that my goal is to give this a shot and really just see how much I enjoy doing it on a day-to-day basis, and how much the community at large even cares that I exist. I think that that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with a market-driven approach to, should I be able to sustain a business or create content, that's determined by you, the audience. If I even deserve to have your attention or your money in the long run. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I think that that's kind of the way that business and content works, is that if you're not providing, what are you doing? What is the point of your community giving you their attention, giving you their hard-earned money? And so I'm giving it a run. We're going to see what comes of this, but I am here currently in my office. Take a good look. Hopefully it looks a little bit better the next time. I don't know if I'm going to be looking like Brian at Poke&E with a whole warehouse behind me in a few weeks of just sealed product that I'm ready to, ship out as it comes in, or if I'm going to look like, Rudy from Alpha Investments and have some monstrosity of a warehouse that's just unbelievable, the amount of product that's here. Or maybe if I'm just going to be sitting like I am today, where I've got, a couple of boxes of Chinese cards, maybe a few boxes of Japanese cards that I could show off and say, hey, this is what I have on my website right now, zornercards.com. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And, who knows what's to come, but I'm Mike. Go to zornercards.com and buy something. Have a great day.